Hi, this is Joe Jankar with I'm with the College of St. Scholastica, but what I'm doing is I'm actually doing the assignment for UI and UX examples of good and bad websites for HIF 6537. So what I'm doing is I chose to do four different sites just because I wasn't sure of how many we were really supposed to do, but I'll keep it short anyway. So this is the first one, and this came up right away in my mind because it's one of my, well, it used to be one of my go-to sites as far as purchasing things and looking for used things and maybe even selling things. But it's one of the most awful websites I've ever seen in my life. All the way from the crazy navigation, no, just all words, busyness, no clear check for things. And in some ways it's easy, but in other ways it's just so unattractive to the point where I almost I don't even really use it much anymore. I just kind of avoid it and search elsewhere for my things. When you go, say if you were looking for a car or a truck, you click on this and it comes up, and it does give you the ability to choose the owner and that kind of stuff. And we do have some or dealer, and we'd have boxes and that kind of thing. But then it just goes to here and it has all these pictures, and I don't know, it's just clunky. And there's definitely some reason why as a user I don't want to use it anymore. It's just I think it fell way behind the times. So I'm going to go for a good, bad, or a bad, good, bad, and good. Here's the site that I go to all the time because I'm a sports fan, and I really like this one. I think it's really intuitive. They have the right amount of pictures, the color. They have the navigation bar on the left-hand side. They do have some scrolling. There's an awful lot of scrolling. One thing that I'm not a huge fan is to have to search down there for everything. However, they try to put the top stories and the top things either on the right-hand side and some of the subscription things over here, or you can go to each individual thing. Say if there's a big NFL game like this game tonight, they usually talk about show up here which game it is, and then if there's a story related to it, which there is, there's the quarterback on there that plays for Jacksonville. So yeah, it's good. I like it a lot, and I can go through. I can quickly find pretty much anything I want, and so that's a good website. Here's another one. Since I work for the college and I live in Florida, I like to kind of keep up with some of the things that are going on, and I'm trying to get this to close, but it won't let me get it. I'll see if I can get to it. This one, I like to keep up the scores with the high school teams in Minnesota. And I'm sort of in a position when it comes to this because, and I used to actually coach high school football in Duluth. But it's just the only way you can really keep up, because the websites, a lot of the newspaper websites have firewalls now where they want to sell you the information, and that's always just great because I want to pay for a newspaper to get one story. But anyway, so if I wanted to go look at the football here, it's kind of intuitive. You go to the boys sports, but then it just goes all the way, it goes right to this teams list, and then you have to go to a team. So let's say I have to scroll all the way down here. Let's see if I wanted to find a Duluth team, Duluth East Greyhounds or whatever. So I'm going to call that up, and then it's clunky to load advertisements. And then I don't know. I can't even, it's just again, it's just clunky. The navigation is weird. Yeah, there's just stuff about it that's just not good. Although I can click here to get to the home, which is appreciated, back home to the thing. But not friendly, not pretty, not a lot of information, probably not really hardly any stories, and probably not well funded. And I get that. They can only do what they can do with what they have. The Craigslist one, back to that one, that's a little bit weird. I'm not sure why, because they must have some sort of funding. And it's been around forever and it keeps going. So that's the second bad one after Craigslist. And then I'm going to go to another one that I think is a good one, because if I'm traveling, which we're just starting to get back to that again for work, you go to the Delta airline website. Pretty friendly, a lot of advertising right in the middle there. But however, right away you can choose your location where you want to leave from, destination to. I like that. So I like this interface because the most important stuff is right up here. Also, if you're logging in, you can click this and it'll get you into your account so you can, check on those miles or whatever. But then you can also click here just to get right back to the main page where you can search for a flight. Say I wanted to fly from Daytona Beach to Duluth, click it in there, pops up. This is a little weird. I mean, this part of the round trip, but I guess it's pretty easy toggling. If you know what you're looking for, it's not too bad. But then choose a depart date. I want to leave on Monday the 4th, and I want to return on 14th, and one passenger, and I can do it. And then intuitively, there's a little color-coded button over here that we talked about in some of our videos. I can click on that. Gets me some options. Gives you the beer advertisement. That's good. I like that. And then some options. And this is the part I don't like because if I'm flying to Duluth on Delta, it's $700, which isn't good. So anyways, I think I hope I did a good job here. I think the Craigslist is just clunky and awful, frankly. And like I said, it kind of keeps me from going there anymore because it's so antiquated and not friendly and doesn't have any of the good stuff that the graphics and the colors and doesn't make me happy. So, and that's, what did they talk about in that video? The golden rule, treat everybody as you or something like that. And then the good one that I mentioned was the ESPN. So I like that with all the different ways to navigate and the colors and the pictures, some integrated videos in there. So that's good. The MinnesotaScores.net, crummy, just bad in general, but I do see a donate button up there, so I kind of get it. So like I said, they're probably not funded. I didn't look into them all that much. And then lastly was the Delta. I thought the Delta website was pretty good. Instinctively, you can go up to the logo up there, click on it pretty much anywhere and get back to the thing. Again, lots of advertisements and stuff like that. A little bit of scrolling, not too bad. So I'm going to stop sharing now. And I think that's it. I hope I wasn't too long or too short. And that is it for this assignment. So it was fun. Thanks.